think you don't know which way to go, but actually, there are many ways to determine direction in the desert. If you have a watch, here's a neat trick. Take the watch off and point the hour hand in the direction of the sun. Right now, it's nearly 4 o'clock. Draw a watch face in the sand, point the hour hand on the watch towards the sun, represented by this rock, then mark the 12 o'clock position. A line drawn halfway between the hour hand and 12 o'clock will point south. If you only have a digital watch, you can still find south. Draw out a watch face in the sand. Mark the current hour, again 4 p.m., towards the direction of the sun. Draw another mark where 12 o'clock would be on the watch face. A line drawn between those two marks points south. No watch, no problem. Try the primitive stick method. Simply find a relatively straight stick, at least a foot in length, stick it in the ground so that it casts a shadow. Mark the end of that shadow with a pebble. As time passes, that shadow will move in an easterly direction. After a half hour or so, place a second pebble at the tip of the new shadow. A stick placed across those two pebbles will be pointing east-west. Ants can help with direction finding in the desert. It turns out they always place their main entrance holes facing the southeast. So find a mounded ant colony, one that receives full sun and no shade. Gently sketch an X on top to produce 4 equal quadrants with the hole centered in one of those sections. That hole will always be in the southeast quadrant, and from there, all other directions can be easily figured. Here's a neat trick to find north. Magnetize a needle, secure that needle to a leaf that will float. Place the leaf onto smooth water. The leaf will spin and then settle with the magnetized portion of the needle pointing north. The stars at night, often breathtaking here in the desert, contain all sorts of direction-finding information. But all you really need to know is how to find Polaris, the magical North Star. In the night sky, all other stars rotate around one stationary star. That's the North Star. So how do you find it? Very simple. Find the Big Dipper. Imagine a line pointing straight out from the bottom of the dipper, as though it's being poured from the dipper. The first bright star that line reaches is the North Star. An imaginary line drawn straight down from the North Star to the horizon will indicate true north. But even a quartering moon can reveal direction. An imaginary straight line drawn downward, connecting the 2 points of a quarter moon, will point pretty nearly south. Here's something you maybe didn't know. To find out how much daylight you have left before sunset, extend your arm and place your flat hand so it appears directly below the sun. 1 full hand to the horizon tells you the sun will set in 1 hour. Each finger represents about 15 minutes, so 2 fingers means a half an hour till sunset.